but that's okay. We saw you right. Can't wait. You have to laugh at me. All right, that's fun. Oh, I see we have a few young friends over here. And let's just, well, we haven't done this for a while, say hello to our friends on Facebook and Zoom right above you there. Our friends over there on Facebook, my whole 25 followers. There is an opening next week if somebody would like to do this, let me know. So, this opening part is a little more for our more young at heart friends. So what are some signs that, I'm not going to say you have to admit you're old, but at least you can't say that you're still young. Anybody have an idea on that? Nobody wants to touch that. So, I was at my dad's house, and a song came on the radio that I remember I was about 14 or 15 when it first came out. It was called Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. I would not have thought anything of it except he had on the oldies channel. I'm like, oh boy, that's it. So what are some signs that you're going to have to admit, maybe, I think over there, that your younger one maybe isn't quite so young anymore, they're growing up. Have any ideas, anybody? I'm looking right at you because maybe that's that feel too. I think you just hit it, like, when you have to, your child is age ends in teen. That's what about you? You're going through that too. I think a lot of us have. Last November, we hit another one of these milestones. We get a letter in the mail, an invitation to go visit a college for her. Yeah, so there was one called St. Mary's College in Notre Dame, and we went there, stayed overnight, we had a little visit. It was a really nice time. I mean, I'm old, and it was actually my very first real college experience as well. It is definitely on her list of places that she'd like to apply, but plenty of time, right, Keelan? I want her to go to the University of Berlin. Her mom has other ideas about that. Anyway, but as we grow up in life, it's also important to grow in faith. Now I'm going to share with you 5 easy things you can do to help your faith grow as you grow. Number 1, get in the daily Bible reading habit. Now this doesn't have to be every single day, and you don't have to read a huge chunk at a time, but you should be reading often enough that it's an important and influential part of your routine. I challenged myself to get into the habit of reading my Bible more since being asked to run the children's ministry here, and it has made a big difference for me, and I know it will for you as well. By the way, these tips are not only for young friends or young at hearts could play along as well. Because number 2 is surround yourself with Christian community. Now, this doesn't mean that every single friend of yours must also be a strong Christian. But if you really want to learn how to grow your faith, surrounding yourself with other strong Christians is so helpful. Not only will they encourage you, inspire you, and call you out as needed, but just by simply being around them, it will naturally change what you consider normal and what you focus on. Create small habits that will help you grow in faith. There are tons of small little things you can do, being small, starting today, that will make a real positive impact on your spiritual life. Things like putting on Christian radio in the car, like 97.9 Caleb radio. I drive a truck almost all day. I have Caleb radio on. I really enjoy it. Or placing your memory verse cards throughout your household memory verse cards every week. And you can even pick out your own favorite Bible verses, write them down in index cards, and put them up around the house where you might see them, so you can see them often and help you out. Learn all you can about Christianity. Honestly, it's simply amazing to me how much time we can spend in church and Sunday school and still have so much left to learn about the Bible, Christianity, Jesus, and being a Christian. Every pastor has their own favorite topics they love and do not love to talk about, and some things simply never come up. Plus, even if you do have an absolutely fantastic pastor, I'll let that sink in. You make up your own mind if he's over there, you know. Would you like, is that after? No. So I guess we do have a simply fantastic pastor who covers tons of topics in depth. There is only so much information you can fit into one sermon and only so many weeks in a year. And lastly, look for ways to help others in need. When asked what the greatest commandment is, Jesus gave two. Love God and love others. Matthew 22. I've given you a ton of tips so far for helping you love God, but what about loving others? Do you go out of your way to help those in need and serve those less fortunate than yourself? If not, that may just be a perfect way for you to grow in faith this year. And a good start would be maybe every week bringing something up, put it to the blessing box out front. We brought some Girl Scout cookies that are going to be making their way in there after church today. But whatever you think would be great in there, awesome. So let's pray. Lord, help us to hear your message in a way that makes it come alive to me, our young friends, young at heart friends, and to know that you are talking to us because faith comes from hearing from you. And all God's children say, Amen.